Are we all in position? Are we comfortable? Are you saying hello to Mia? Say hello. Say hello. Got a happy baby this morning with a bit of hair on her face. Story of her life. Yes it is. Yes it is. So to formally introduce you, if I can, one-handed. Clearly newborn mum who hasn't quite got the knack of the hand. This is Mia. Her full name is Amelia Blake Matthews. Although we haven't officially named her yet. That comes in, when does that come? On the 11th of January. We get 6 weeks in the UK. Hold on, let me just adjust. You get 6 weeks in the UK to name, which is quite good because we had all these names picked out. Amelia was not even on the list. And we thought once we saw her we would know, but we didn't. So it took a lot longer to name her than we expected. So yeah, at least we got 6 weeks. The pressure was off us a bit, which was good. Are we all in the frame now? Yeah, cool. So today's video is going to be a Q&A with some of the frequently asked questions. We posted it on our questions on our Instagram stories. If you don't follow us, I will leave a link below with our Instagram page. But we posted to ask what questions you'd like us to answer for this film. And yeah, we're just going to run through some of the most popular ones. But if you do have any other questions that I haven't covered, then please leave a comment below and we'll get back and answer them. Okay, so first question was about the labour. So if you are new here, welcome. Hi. My name's Emily and I have a cat that is right by the camera that you may see in a second. Actually, can you see it in the reflection? There's Milo. Right by the camera. Where was that? Oh yeah, so labour. Sorry, my name's Emily if you're new here. These are our Malamutes. This is Nico, she's our female. This is Phil, he's the big boy. And Milo, you'll no doubt see it in a little bit, is our Maine Coon cat that thinks he's a Malamute. And this is Mia Mute. Our newborn baby. She's almost 4 weeks old now, so I feel like I'm finally starting to figure things out, kind of, / I'm useless. So yeah, so labour, I was overdue, first baby overdue. In the UK they let you go 12 days overdue before they look to induce you, but I had a bump measurement that came up quite small, so I was sent for a scan. And when I went for the baby scan, they found out that her growth had stopped. So they were concerned about her safety in the womb. And so they wanted to induce me early. So 4 days overdue, I was induced. It was quite a complicated birth. I'm sure all stories are. But I went from, it was like a 3-hour labour, which in some people's minds might sound amazing. But it doesn't give the baby enough time to turn and get into position. So I went straight down to 10 centimetres and midwives and stuff on the labour ward were quite shocked. Milo's right in front of that camera. There we go. Bye, Milo. Whoa, you. Yeah, midwives were quite shocked at going so quickly to 10 centimetres. So I didn't quite make it down to the labour ward in time when I wanted to push, so I had to hold her for a little bit, but she got here eventually with a lot of help. And then I was kept in hospital for a few days to recover, and I needed some surgery afterwards. So I had to go into surgery about 8 hours after. No, actually, I gave birth to her at 4 a.m. It was about 2 p.m. the next day that I went into surgery. And then we had to stay in for a couple of days. So yeah, so that was my labour story. All worth it in the end. Wouldn't go through it again. No more. Just the one child. We'll just get more dogs. Yes, we will. Because you're perfect. Yeah. She makes a lot of noises. Lots of happy noises. I love it. I do. I love it. So yeah, so that was labour. And then we came home and it's been a bit touch and go for the last couple of weeks. So she is being breastfed. But it turns out that it's not fatty enough for her, or it's not giving her the right amount of nutrients, because she kept losing weight. We couldn't get her to gain back her birth weight, and then we just couldn't get her to grow or to gain any weight, so they weren't discharging us and she was going to get referred. But the midwife said to try and supplement with some formula, which we've been doing, and since then she's been gaining weight like crazy. So yeah, it's just me that couldn't give her exactly what she needs, but she's being combi fed now, and she's gaining weight, and we've been discharged now officially, so we are on the right track. It's only taken us a few weeks. Yeah, you can't be hungry, you've just been fed. You've just been fed. You have. Say hello. So the next question we always get asked is around the bonding with the pets. So I think if you watch some of our early videos, you'll know that that's probably what I was most nervous about, because obviously I treat the pets like they are my children, in case you can't already tell. And I just had irrational fears. Like in pregnancy, I was like, can you imagine if your baby comes out allergic to pets? What would I do? My parents would take them, but I couldn't imagine having to give up the pets, and I don't know, that would be like the hardest decision of my life. And then second to that was, what if the pets don't, because they were so good in pregnancy, and some of our pregnancy videos you'll see they were obsessed with Bump, but because I was in hospital for 3 days and the plan was to be in for just a couple of hours, I don't know, I thought it would be quite stressful for them. I thought they might not adjust, I thought they might be jealous, especially since before Amelia the dogs could go anywhere in the house. They would sleep in our bedroom. Milo would sleep probably under the covers with me and Shane, and then once she's arrived, they're allowed in the bedroom during the daytime like today, but they're not allowed in at night. The door is shut, so they can't come in anymore. So it's things like that. Would they adjust to it? And that was what I was most nervous for. And also just, how would they be around her? Would they be gentle enough? How would the introductions go, especially the first introduction? I wanted to make sure it was a positive memory. So yeah, I was ridiculously nervous, ridiculously anxious about how everything was going to go. I overthought so much, and it's been pretty much fine. Nico has been amazing. She's been exactly what I expected. She's the female dog. She's kind of like Nana Nico, so she's just very much watching everything, kind of almost guarding in some aspects, especially when Phil gets too playful, but she's just very gentle, very aware of her size, and just there. I feel like she'll be the watchdog. She'll be the one that will be closest to Mia. Phil loves her. Phil's a bit obsessed with her, but he doesn't realise his size. So you often see in some of the videos that we're like holding him, just because he just wants to play. And I think, he's just so playful, and that's not like Phil. If you don't watch our earlier videos, he's like the calm old man dog who used to love his own space, and now he just wants to play with Mia, and she's just not old enough for that yet. So we just have to be careful just around his paws and stuff, because he always wants to give her, he's doing it now, he always wants to give her his paw. Oh, this is Milo, and there's the paw again. There's the paw again. Neeks, find out. Okay. So we've just changed positions slightly so that you can get more of the pet sitting, because I'm conscious that it was just me and Mia. So Phil is just a bit too playful, but he's getting there. Nico she's really, really good. Obviously I would never fully, I've raised both my pets from puppies, from 10 weeks old. I've trained them. I would still never trust a pet to be left alone in a room with them. So you'll always see in the videos that we are focusing on their bonding, but we are right by her side. One of us is right by her side. And if we leave the room for a second, the dogs have to, or even the cat has to leave the room with us. And I think it will always be that way. I don't think I would ever truly, I love my pets, I trust my pets to an extent, but not with a newborn, or not with a baby, or not with, well, I suppose with a child, with Ella, if they get left unattended. but she's 12. So yeah, so they've been great. Milo, the cat, he was petrified. If you go back to our videos at first, he absolutely was scared of any movement that she made, any noise that she made. Whereas now he'll come over and have a good sniff. Is he coming now? No. Let me just see if I can get him in the frame because he's right behind me. Come on. There you go. Say hello. Say hello. And there's the cover photo. Mwah. Good boy. Go on then, you go over there. Yeah, Milo has slowly built up a tolerance, I would say. And now he's very curious of Mia. Bye, Phil. Bye-bye. Yeah, now he's very curious of Mia and he keeps coming over to sniff her. Have you just done a poo? Have you just done a poo whilst I'm filming? Well, this isn't going to work out, is it? Should we go change you? Do you want to sniff the poo? Yes, I can smell it too, Nico. Where's it coming from? It's coming from her butt. It is, it's coming from her butt. It is. Right, pause while we go change her. We're back. Sorry, mum duties, had to do a nappy / diaper change if you're in the US. So that was all of the questions about the baby and the pets, on the main ones. And then I thought I'd just cover off a couple of other questions. So Phil's medical treatment, I'll leave a link in the description box below if you don't know what's been going on. But we get so many questions about Phil's tail. It is tiny by comparison to Nico's. I'll show you it in just a second. I'll insert a clip. He has a thyroid issue, and underactive or overactive, I can't remember which one, but he's on thyroid medication. It's been almost 2 months now. He's had a second lot of bloods taken and his thyroid levels are in the normal range. His energy has changed massively. Stop it. Mine is getting too close to Mia, which is why she's growling. His energy levels have changed massively, which I've noticed, especially when walking on the park and stuff. He's doing zoomies all around. He's very, very playful. And some people have mentioned in the comments that they've noticed that his tail is getting fluffier and it is growing back. That is a long-term aim. I think in the next year or two, if we're lucky, it might come back. I personally can't notice the hair's coming back, but I can see a change in his personality. And we'll just continue and see how he goes on the medication. It's nothing too serious though. It is more cosmetic, especially now he's on the right medication. And then the other question we keep getting asked is if we would ever consider getting another puppy, which Shane has said that if YouTube continues to grow, then maybe we will when we move into our next house. We're actually looking at the moment for a house in the countryside for Mia to grow up, because Shane was a country boy. I was a city girl, and Shane grew up in the country with horses and quad bikes and, I don't know, your neighbour, letting your dog just walk down the street without a lead on. And yeah, he had the upbringing that you see in the movies, and that's what we want for Amelia. So yeah, so once we've got a house in the country and things have settled down with the newborn, we're talking next year, 2 years, if YouTube does continue to grow, then one of us will probably stay at home with Mia while the other works. And in which case then we could have a third dog. But I would say that I've always said I'm a dog mum, these are my fur babies and everything else. It wasn't until I had a real baby that I truly appreciated what mum life actually was. I genuinely think that training 10 Malamute puppies, Malamutes are hard to train, training 10 Malamute puppies is easier than raising one newborn. It's hard work. You're just staring at me, but it's all worth it. But yeah, it is. It's a challenge and it's a constant worry. I don't think I've ever had suffered from anxiety in my life, and it's like taking her outside to go for a dog walk is giving me palpitations and nervousness around, I have no idea what, being pulled over, meeting another dog, falling, some disease in the air that she might pick up, like all kinds of irrational things that I just overthink about, and then I don't end up going outside, or I'll just go, no, Shane, you stay at home with me, I'll go walk the dogs, or vice versa. But we're getting braver now, we're doing more, and I'm ripping that band-aid off, and we're about to travel for the first time with her to my mum's house, which is 4 hours away. So that's the next level of anxiety, is taking her in a car for 4 hours in a car seat, and all the things that you'd have to pack for some time away. Like, yeah, it's a lot to think about. Ow, biting me. But yeah, that's everything from us, and thank you guys so much for watching. If there's any questions that I haven't answered, please leave a comment below, and I'll make sure I reply to as many as I can, certainly in the first few days of upload anyway. Once we've uploaded a couple more videos, we don't really look at the older comments, but if it's on this video in the first couple of days, then I'll make sure I reply to it. And if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you guys soon. Bye everyone. Who's Milo? You weren't in the video, bub. We have to include a little snippet of you. Ready? Boop. Boop. Okay, we're just going to begin the edit now because Mia is about to fall asleep in me. You going to help me edit this video? Yeah? Good night, Mia. She's so peaceful when she's asleep. Let's go in Mia's case. Anyway, Phil, I need to show your tail. I know you're very sensitive about it. Just give, no. Come into the light. Billy Bear, come here. Phil, come. Come, come. Good boy, ready? Let me see it. Oh, he's hiding it. The mission it takes to get to Phil's tail. Ready? Just a second. Don't be embarrassed. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. So this is Phil's tail. Do you see? Okay, it's all right. He's very, very sensitive about it. Phil, look. Phil, come here. Good boy. There we go. Can I see it? There's his little nib. Hopefully the fluff will come back. And if it doesn't, who cares? We don't. No, we don't, because you're perfect. Just the way you are. Good boy. Right, signing off now. Boop.